let's move on to this now. And following Chippa United's withdrawal from the Home of Legends competition last week, it appears the Chippa hierarchy has made an about turn. And after eventually coming to an agreement with the organizers of the event, the Mandela Bay Development Agency. Now, the new agreement sees the Gqeberha-based side now return to the lineup of teams to play in front of their home faithful against the likes of Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns and Golden Arrows. But what has changed in the interim? Well, joining us to share more details on the recent events is Chippa United's Executive Director, Mr. Lukhanyo Mzinzi. Lukhanyo, thank you so much for joining us here on the AM Report, and perhaps a third time lucky to have you here to just detail what has happened, because it did seem a very strongly worded statement last week that you were not happy with how things were being dealt with, and in fact, there was no room for negotiation and the only choice that you had was to withdraw. So what has happened now to make sure that you change your mind and you're now back in contention?
I think we must thank the leadership of the city, the process that was led by our Deputy Mayor, Mr. Gqeberha-based. I think everybody that was involved came to the senses, and we had to put the people of the Eastern Cape in front of everyone. And we think we are very much part of it now. It would have been unfortunate for us not to be part of it, because from the onset, we're part of the concept document itself. But we're happy we're part of it. We want to call to every supporter to be part of this.
Well, it does seem the issues, though, that were there have not quite been addressed, or have they? Because the main concern, as I read from your statement, saying one of our primary concerns is the unequal treatment in the distribution of funds and resources for this event. While the other teams are offered compensation for participation, Chippa United was not offered the same participation fee. How are we expected to motivate our players when we cannot guarantee them bonuses from this tournament? So has that stance changed, and what was the previous stance there? Because we do see now, as we're heading into another FIFA break, Lukhanyo, something that seems to be happening a bit more often. The previous occasion, Kaizer Chiefs and Marumo Gallants in the Kufa Cup had a similar incident where the Marumo Gallants felt they were not being offered the same compensation. So what happened in your matter? Has this been resolved now, and are all teams going to be paid the same?
Yes, as I'm saying that, we want to thank the leadership of the city. To us, it was really not about money. It was about how we handled the event. Remember, from the onset, the event was about celebrating 10 years of Chippa United in the Eastern Cape, 10 years of Chippa United unbroken in the PSL, and which is a feat that is not achieved easily by anyone. I mean, we're one of the big five in terms of that. So we felt that the way things that were happening was really not appreciating that. But with that being said, we met, sat down, we decided to put the people of Eastern Cape up front. Hence, I'm saying it was never about money. It was about the people of Eastern Cape and the home of legends, which is a big word for us, which relate to Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, and others.
All right. Well, while it wasn't about money, as you say, there were a couple of other issues that were raised there, one in particular being stadiums. With the money now that is going to be used for this particular competition, what is the plan going forward to make sure that you still have funds then to prioritize the repairing of stadia? Because you did say that remains a concern for Chippa United. And if you're looking at the stadiums available, none of them in a condition where you can play. Buffalo City Stadium in East London, Sisa Dukashi in Mdantsane, as well as the Isaac Wolfson Stadium that you've mentioned as well.
We've got a new mayor. We met last week. We'd like to give her an opportunity. The issue of stadia and what we want to produce as a talent is a main issue for us. You would know that we've got players in Bafana setup and the younger teams, and the players that we've produced that are playing for other big teams in South Africa, your Sundowns and others. The issue of stadium is a thorny issue for us, but we would like to allow the mayor, as she called us last week, to say that give me some time, I'm new in office, I'm just a week, I'm going to make sure that we fix the issue of the stadiums.
Well, as you say that, it's been 10 years of trying to fix the issue of the stadiums then, Lukhanyo, but we'll leave it there for now. Thank you so much for your time and for just clarifying then the circumstances surrounding that event. So it will go ahead then with the 4 teams being Golden Arrows, Mamelodi Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs, and now Chippa United, who are back in contention after Cape Town City were temporarily added to the competition. So that's where we'll leave it then. Lukhanyo Mzinzi, the Executive Director of Chippa United there.